Hello guys, and welcome to the Stanley parable. This game's more of an experience and less of an actual game. The gameplay mechanics are very weird. If you've ever played a game called McPixel, it kind of reminds me of that, the whole mechanic. It's you have to figure out all the different possible paths, and depending on which path you choose and how you do it, the narrator and the experience changes. It's it's a very strange game. Let's just get straight into it. I have played a bit on this game, but not too much. So let's see if we can see some endings that I haven't seen yet. I know this is a very old game. Well, it's not a very old game, but I know this has been out quite a while. But I'm not deterred just because games have been out a while. You know, I'm not gonna not play them on my channel just because.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
And he loved
it. And
it.
although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
So, am I
then
happy?
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happen. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
There we go, the graphics have changed slightly.
Stanley
I'm guessing
found
it's
himself
gameplay
unable to
now.
move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yeah, as I say, this game is pure experience. It's not gamey at all. I've played it briefly. I've seen a few endings, and when it first came out, watching videos, I saw a couple of endings. But there are multiple endings that I haven't seen yet. So hopefully we'll try and find one of those. Can I click anything in here? Negative. Okay, I'll shut the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
I don't think I've seen this.
He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can
I'm
be
just gonna
happy
wait. I'm happy.
forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh, what's happened? Is that the end of the level? Was that one of the endings? Oh, God. Well, that didn't last long. You just shut the door. It's like game over. Okay, let's walk.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
What's it say on those cups? It says Friday on that cup. Oh. AI Dad. As in AI Dad. I can't read the other ones. God knows. Who cares? I hate Mondays. A lot of people hate Mondays.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? There's a bit of a smell. Who farted? What did he say? I just turned that computer off. Can I turn all the computers off? There's only one computer on. Okay. It wasn't me. Let's just keep going. I think one of these doors is actually an achievement. I think it's one further back. There's an achievement if you keep pressing it, and then he keeps ferrying you around the map, and you have to press different things. Even one point you have to like press a mug or something like that. Awaiting input. Okay, input received. One input. How do I add more inputs? Come on, damn it, input. Okay, forget it. Oh shit, I just shut the door. I want the door open. There's certain compute. What's he doing on there? I don't even know what that application's supposed to be. There's certain computers you can turn on off. I don't know why. Let's get him speaking some more. I hate Mondays. A lot of people hate Mondays, man. They've all got the same cup. Not very original. Oh, this is where I have to make a
set of
choice.
2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Did I? Okay, I guess I will. From, if I remember rightly, going right there is... There are multiple endings down there, but it's...
Yet there was not a
none
single
of them are
person
very
here
long.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
can't
up to
jump
his
because I
boss's
tried to
office,
jump.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Synergize core value expenditure, shift global market, parod, monetized free to play. What? That door sounded like a fart. Oh, this is the broom closet ending. I don't need to do that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's do what he says. I'm not sure where it's going to lead me, but... It's one big ass house. I think I've had about 5 or 6 different endings. Maybe more. I'm sure I've even done this one.
Stepping into
maybe.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Why is his
unraveled,
office so
Stanley
tall?
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
I think he tells
and
me
so
the
the
number.
boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, right. Crikey, that's elaborate. I thought one of the bookshelves was just going to slide open. Like the whole wall's lifted up. Okay. Just keep walking. Oh, there's a lift here. There's nothing over there. Let's go in the lift. And is it a loading screen? I think it will be. Yep. Okie dokie. Let's see what this...
Stanley
the
walked straight
shadows
ahead
are
through the
nice.
large door
Mind
that read
control
Mind
facility.
Control Facility.
Yeah, I remember this part, I think. And escape. I think that leads to your death anyway. So you may as well go to this one.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ah, yeah, surveillance.
Now the monitors jump to life.
This is
Their true nature
fired.
revealed.
Look, it says that. Is that
Each
me?
bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh,
Stanley's
it's like I
co-workers.
Spy.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images.
There's not
on
like
the screen.
one other person on the
Stanley,
cameras.
one
Like,
of them,
all these
could
cameras
tell
are not
they
one
wanted in this
person.
place where freedom meant nothing.
Across the catwalk we go, and what's the button of choice? It's a little stickman like toilet up there apparently. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too hard.
Oh, is that the
to
lift
believe
thing
it
that's
couldn't
bringing?
be true. Had Stanley
Something
really
up
been under
there, look.
someone's control
Ah,
all
there
this
we go.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, let's get on the lift.
No.
This seems
he
legit.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
I
Was it
thought he was
even
happy
possible?
taking orders
Had
every
he
day.
truly spent his entire
That is
life
essentially your
utterly
life in someone
blind
else's
to the
control.
world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this
What's
very
this out
place.
here?
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
Facility
decided that this
power.
machinery would never again
Mind controls
exert
are
its
idle
terrible
awaiting
power
input.
over another human life.
Oh,
For
I
he
remember this
would
bit. I have to
dismantle the
choose
controls once
forget.
and for all.
Or remember or something, I think. Mind controls. Right, let's turn it off. Let's go for the happy route. I think this frees me. Is that it? Is that the end?
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, I've definitely
He
had this
won.
ending then.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
So yeah,
streamed
this
into
is
the
kind of
chamber,
like
he realized
the
none of this
end
mattered
game
to him,
ending.
for
There's
it was
so
not
many
knowledge or
endings.
even power that
As
he
you
had
can
been
see, I
seeking.
had a lot of different
What happened?
choices, and
Perhaps his goal had
depending
not
on your
been to
choices,
understand,
depends how the
but to
narrator
let go.
behaves, and
No
depends how
longer
things
would
play
anyone
out.
tell him where to go.
And the whole game is based on finding these different endings. So
Whatever life he lived,
if you like the look of
will
it, go and
be
play it, and I
his.
guarantee you'll have
That
a
was
totally
all
different
he
experience
needed.
from what you've seen.
It was perhaps
It's
the
relatively
only
cheap
thing
now.
worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
And there we go, freedom. So I have to walk out, yeah? Okay. Down the steps onto the grass. How weird does that look? It's like, just like nothingness. And then, we're in a first person shooter. Nothingness. We're in a first person shooter. We're on a catwalk. It's weird. Okay, there we
Stanley
go.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
I'm sure this
The
is
feeling of
different
liberation,
outside to what I remember.
the
I'm sure
immense
it's like out on a
possibility of the
street
new
with
path
lampposts and
before
stuff.
him. This was exactly the way.
Not pylons
right
and
now,
fields and trees
that
and
things were
cobblestone
meant to
paths.
happen. And Stanley was happy.
Looked up at the sky and burned his retinas out. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. That was Stanley Parable. I advise giving it a try. It's a very random game. It's a very unique game. It's more of an experience than an actual gameplay. And you see, it spawned me back here. And the whole objective is to just find different endings and just have a laugh with it. Take it with a pinch of salt, and you'll love this game. You'll end up pissing your pants at it. Alright then, guys. Till next time. Thank you for watching. Ta-ra. Holy shit, this car's fun. Oh, there we go, the last turn. I swear I'm going to put a lap in there. Here we go. I'm low on fuel, but never mind. I'm going to put a super lap in. Super. Oh, that's fast. Slow down. Oh, I actually slowed down in time.